All right, let's address the elephant in the room, right? Poop comes out of your butthole, and you need to teach your kid how to keep it clean and to wipe after they poop and how to be properly hygienic. So let's talk about it. The number one tip that I have for you might be a little bit surprising. Do not teach your child how to wipe while they're on the toilet. You don't have to teach them how to wipe right after they pooped. Are you surprised by that? Now, I'm gonna give you my number one tip today on how to help your child learn how to wipe, but I want you to grab my potty training course in the description box down below for a more in-depth lesson on teaching wiping. I know it can be an awkward conversation, but it's very important to have, and especially with your child, to just normalize wiping your butt after you poop. If you make it seem like a dirty thing, then your child is going to have a hard time learning this skill. So, like I said before, you don't need to teach your child how to wipe right after they've pooped. When they're on the toilet and they pooped, it may have been a stressful event for them. Maybe your child is a little bit scared, maybe they had been constipated, maybe they had a stomach ache, or maybe they're still just learning how to poop on the toilet. It's more important for them to master that skill of just using the toilet before they need to learn how to wipe. 9 times out of 10, your child either can't reach, can't do an accurate job, or just they don't want to wipe themselves because they're lazy. That would be my 5-year-old who still doesn't want to wipe himself because he's lazy. So my number one tip is that you need a low stress time and a low stress environment to teach your child how to wipe. When stress goes up, skills go down. And like I said, if your child is still just learning how to use the toilet, it may be a little bit stressful. And there's good stress and bad stress. And learning how to use the toilet is a good stress. Clearly, we all need to do it. And it's not always going to be a piece of cake or a walk in the park, so let's just take it one step at a time. Let's perfect getting the poop in the toilet before your child is fully wiping themselves without needing your help. I know this is going to seem odd, awkward, and uncomfortable, but you need to teach your child that poop is coming out of their butthole. That's the name of the game. That's the only place their poop is coming out of for the foreseeable future. When your child is calm, preferably in the bathroom, you want to start teaching them that poop comes out of their butthole and have them spread their legs and find it. I know, you're probably like, oh my gosh, Missy, what are you trying to tell me to do? But it's important for your child to explore their body, and truth be told, they're gonna do it anyways. So you might as well kind of guide them through it and tell them, you know, it's okay to look at your body. You have to know your body, and I think it's important for kids to know their body. I mean, it's a part of life. Poop comes out of your butthole. Your child needs to know where you're not, they don't need to know where your butthole is, but where their butthole is, and they need to be able to locate it so that they know that that's where their poop is coming from and that's what they need to keep clean. You need to tell them and educate them that this is where your poop comes from and this is what we need to keep clean so that you don't get a rash and so that you don't smell and just so that you're not uncomfortable, because if you don't wipe all the way and you still leave poopies in there, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna feel uncomfortable and they're going to get a rash. So while your child is in the bathtub, a perfect thing to do is to hand them a washcloth and tell them to wash different body parts. Now, you don't have to put soap on it right away. They can just use the washcloth and just find different body parts, but use this time to really teach them about different body parts, like their shoulders and their elbows. A lot of kids get those confused. You can play heads, shoulders, knees, and toes, and then you can throw in, and now find your butthole. And then you can tell them to show you how they would clean it, and just show them how to clean around their butt. While you're showing them how to clean their butt, then you can tell them, this is how we're gonna wipe after you poop. So let's practice. Let's practice together. Let me see you practice on your own. And from there, your child should be getting great practice of wiping and just being able to reach and explore the area, as weird as it may sound or feel to talk to your child about their privates. It's important. And also, as a bonus, it's important that your child understands that you feel comfortable talking about their privates, because if anything is ever gonna happen to your child, you want them to come to you. If someone is touching them inappropriately, You need them to come to you. You need them to trust you. You need them to know that they can tell you anything about their bodies and that you're going to be there to help them. And I know that's not what this video is all about, but it's like, there's never a wrong time to talk about saying this is how, you know, you clean your body, this is how you clean your privates, and it's important that no one else touches you. And to tell them, if anyone ever tries to touch you or tell you that it's okay to touch you or whatever, that it's not okay and that they should immediately come and tell you. So it's never, kids are never too young to have those conversations, and you can tell them the difference between a good touch and a bad touch. And that's also another reason why I always tell parents to teach your child the correct anatomy words. I guess technically butthole is not the correct word, but it makes the most sense for your child, and it is, you know, worldwide understood terminology for your anus. So cheers, y'all. Let's talk about poop and butts and wiping. Don't forget that there is also a more in-depth lesson on wiping in my course. It's called the Potty Party because potty training should be a party. So we'll get past all the awkwardness, potty like a rock star, and make sure you grab my course in the description box down below. And then, oh, I have one more bonus tip for you. So when your child is playing, whether they're playing with a stuffed animal or a baby doll or whatever it might be, have them pretend that they're changing this diaper or having, let's say for example's sake that it's a baby doll. They can put the baby doll on the potty and they can practice wiping the baby doll and showing the baby doll how they wipe. So that's another good way for your child to learn through play, and a lot of times kids learn through teaching. So if they can teach a baby doll how to wipe and how to find their butthole, then they will be more relaxed and more calm, and then in no time on the toilet they will be learning to wipe themselves. So I hope you enjoyed this video and keep blooming. Mwah.